Hey, what is up? We are live. Welcome. We have Pepper Tony here. Uh, have a little bit of news today. Uh, two items at least to go over, but we'll get to that after we hit the intro.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RP stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
All right. Yeah, so as far as news goes, we got Zach Charbonnet finally had his surgery. That's 5 weeks away from whenever he got hurt. I haven't drafted him yet. Typical ACL surgery is minimum 9 months. I know Christian Watson did something a little different last year, or I felt like he did. I would have to go back to look to make sure that that's correct. But like best case scenario, we're looking at like most likely November-ish. Probably like best case, probably October, right? So keep that in mind if you're drafting a Charbonnet. I'm just drafting as he misses at least the entire. I'm just drafting as he misses the whole season. But you can decide, do your own research on ACL stuff. I'm no doctor. Uh, yeah, he really was the greatest healer of all time. It is absolutely insane. What's up, Mike Rob? How we doing? There was one other bit of news I wanted to get to. Oh, Javonte Williams just re-signed with the Cowboys. We were all kind of wondering if they were going to spend any money. They got 3 years, 24 million, about 80 a year. No more details than that, but that seems really good for both sides. It's actually not near the amount of money I thought Javonte would ask for. Um, I'm assuming that his agent looked at the free agent market and seeing how many really solid options there were. Uh, 16 guaranteed. That feels really good on both sides, but it also to me doesn't feel like if Jeremiah Love was there at 12 that they wouldn't still think about taking him. I don't think that that's a deterrent for them to maybe not sign somebody else as well, like a lower end guy. I do think that that means they're going to use him in some manner for sure. But like I don't think that like that's not like bell cow money either, right? That is, hey, we want you on our team. You're good. We would like you to be the bell cow, but I don't think it fully removes the ability for them to take somebody else. Uh, I mean, Sharp's news shouldn't boost any Walker at all. Like we already knew that he hadn't got the surgery, right? Like just because it should have been baked in, but the thing is people never have things baked in, so Walker's going to move up, almost for sure. Yeah, worst case he's David Montgomery. Best case he's RB1 workload. Yeah, exactly. And not that David Montgomery from 2 years ago is a bad player, right? Like he basically paid off round 7, and Javante is going in like round 5 right now. But like he's going to have a solid role on that offense with that contract, so that is really good news for anybody that's been drafting Javante. I've been trying to force myself to do it. I do like him, and I have liked him um, more than the options like Travion and RJ Harvey in that area. But I really like Swift. And honestly, now that Javante is officially there, I do think that Javante is clearly ahead of those guys. I still like Scadaboo a little more. I could definitely see him going ahead of Scadaboo anytime now, with the news as well, though. But anyway, I think I'm ready to draft, and I'm feeling a little underdog today. We're gonna at least do a big board to start. We may do a drafters later. We may just do a little board next. I'm probably just gonna put it up for a vote. Most likely gonna get to a second draft. I'm gonna make a really really small light goal for 20. I do have to go to bed in a few hours, so if I got off earlier, got to relax a little bit, that would be awesome. But anyway, we're going to join a big board and we're going to join it in 15 seconds.
Bestball began to rest. We never leave the grind. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
All right, we're in a big board lobby and we are waiting on 6 now. Waiting on 6. I did a couple of the MLB eliminator things since we done that pod with Updog. I had a data sheet to work off of. I did a little bit of research on the injuries, who was injured, who wasn't, stuff like that. I just want I like the that eliminator structure really well, so I wanted to do some of those. That's why you seen the baseball thing pop up. I still don't have any player takes, except for one. I think Cal Raleigh feels like he should go higher. But what's up, Leaf? How we doing? Guess who? Says the old sweet Leaf. Yeah, we're waiting on 5. This is a big board. I probably need I don't have Javante low in the ranks, but I do think I should move him up, and I do want to move. We're gonna actually move some people around while we're waiting, because I do want to move Judkins down a little. I think something like this makes more sense to me. Um, so the Browns offensive line situation, I knew it was bad. I hadn't properly researched it yet. Basically, they're returning 0 of their starters. Not that their starters were good. At the current moment, I think they were returning 0 of their offensive line starters. So, and that injury was nasty on top of it. I do think that they, draft a lineman in the first round. Most likely, they could just wait till the second and third round to do that. But uh, they also have, I believe, 2 first round picks. So with one of those, they should definitely be able to address the O line. And with the second one, they can get a receiver. And then with the early second, they could address O line as well. And they would be like those. That's really the positions they have of need other than quarterback. So unless a miracle happens and they fall, or Mendoza doesn't go at 1, right? Other than that, um, they're looking at Ty Simpson or maybe Nussmeyer in the third round, maybe even in the second round. I think they're going to ride Shadur out a year, or whoever else they decide to start, and try to build around what they currently have and try to get a quarterback set up to not get destroyed on their rookie year. We are going to set up the background music now since we're about to enter the draft. Let me know if the volume is correct or not. What's up, Dark Side? How we doing? We're at the 112. I started the season drafting predominantly at the 101 and the 103, and lately I've only been drafting at the back end, and they are much different. The first 4 picks, the running backs that come back feel solid. So I feel like I'm almost forced to take at 1 running back if I'm back here. because of the options at 36, 37. Like double receiver or even McBride or Bowers or whatever, it feels really bad, for sure. We got Sweet Leaf at the 104. We got Alex at the 106. We have Bryson at the 8. I got the 12. If you're in here and you're drafting with us and you want to say hi, go ahead, say hi. Let us know where you're at. Will review the teams afterwards. And if you don't want me to review your team, I'm probably going to do it anyway. So that's what happens if you let me know. Now, there are days I don't always review all the teams, but I generally do. Sometimes especially days that I've worked, and like today, my mind kind of goes a little bit, like I'm a little bit more on autopilot. But yeah, I think that Javonte definitely deserves to be moved more closer to the 4 or 5 turn. I think he's a really good pick. I thought he was an awesome pick if he goes back to Dallas, and I thought it was a reasonable gamble for him to go back. I didn't think Dallas would spend a lot of money. I wasn't sure how much money Javonte was going to ask for. I thought he was going to ask for more than he took, but I do think that what they offered him is very fair based on his injury history and everything. So, and he was actually good last year. Like, it wasn't just that he was a big piece of an offense, right? Like, he actually was good. So I don't want to. I'm not going to fade him again like last year. Last year was bad. Miles Sanders, not the guy. These are my actual rankings. CMC is the one that I just keep getting. Every time I'm live with somebody else, they want me to take Ashton Genty. So I've got a bunch. Like I'm at 9%. 9% of Christian McCaffrey, and I don't want to be there. I want to be more like 4 to 6%. I do want a bunch more Jefferson, and this is only the second time I've drafted Ashton Genty. Since where is it? Oh, there it is. Since this, we got some Genty. You know what time it is.
Yo, getting Jenny with it. Getting Jenny with it.
All right. Yeah, I'm really big on Genty. As you've seen in my ranks, I have Genty up a couple more spots. Like, I think he's pretty arguably, like, I have him at 8 right now. Yeah, I need to make more, like, clips for the stream. I've been doing, like, clips for fun for like the highlight things, and I'll be honest, like most of those are getting copyright stuff, but like I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter. It's not actually affecting anything at the moment. If any of it starts to ever do that, I'm just gonna stop doing it, or at least removing the videos. But like I'm just doing them for fun to kind of learn how to edit a little bit. So I think that everybody who watched the Emmett Johnson one seemed to love it. So if you haven't watched it, go watch that later or now, whatever. It's 2 minutes. I try to make them a little more fun. Like it's more like a hype video than a highlight video, to be honest with you. So yeah, Covers really loved the that video. I know Al Boogie really liked it, but I'm just trying to have fun with it, man. Like I honestly don't know what I'm doing with the editing stuff, and I'm just playing around with some buttons and seeing what I can come up with. And I would say about 80% of the time, I'm personally happy with what I can do at this point. So I think I want the community to kind of get to watch them if they want. It is a bit corny. Like I will say the Emmett Johnson video is a little corny. So, but it's in a good way, in my opinion. Yeah. So, and like, like I'm saying, it's more a hype video as well. All these videos that I've made are more hype, so like you can't really watch them and then use that as, oh, this is absolutely my guy. Their negative traits are mostly cropped out of them, so like you need to actually watch them play to, like what PPR Tyler does on his stream, watching what most people call highlight videos. Like that's more uh like focused game film, right? Like into good plays. Like it's just game film on good plays. I basically cut down the good plays into just clips. So I think T Higgins is one of the best prices on the board, and I'm not gonna pretend that he's not. Like I haven't moved Rasheed Rice since the news either. I don't want him until the 4-5 turn. I'm pretty out on it. So T Higgins does go. And another player I think is very underpriced right now is Colson Loveland. I really believe he's very underpriced. I have a bunch of lad. I'm definitely taking Loveland, and I think like these top, like I don't think Wilson's like an awesome pick, but I think it's a fine pick. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Lad here. I was looking at my exposures earlier, and two players that I'm really high on, Genty, I only have 5% of, and Jefferson, I only have 2%. And like I said before, I was mostly drafting the other end. Well, whenever I'm on drafters and DraftKings, I tend to draft at the back end of the draft. I have a whole bunch of Jefferson and Genty there, but on Underdog specifically, I don't. So I might as well take Lad, who I do have a bit of on Underdog, with the two players that I like that I haven't got much of. And the team's it might be semi-unique because I don't think people are pulling Loveland up over here. But if you separate out, like if you watch the wide receiver video I did with Steve the other day, we finished it up talking about the Bears. Or we didn't really talk about the Bears. We just looked at the Bears charts, and only each wide receiver had a single week where they popped into the top 5 fantasy points for wide receivers. I understand that the cliff for being top 5 for tight end is way, way lower, but Loveland was first like twice in the last 8 weeks and second like twice or something. That is crazy. And like over an eight week stretch, like his fantasy points down the line was absolutely insane. I'm going to see if I can, if it's going to be half the time whenever I try to log into PFF, it's really, really not great. Okay. So it remembered this. So, I don't know why I click wide receiver, but yeah, we just look at the tight ends overall, and you go down here to Loveland, and starting in week 9, okay, it was a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 1. And the 1 mattered because that was the whole locking up the number 2, right? So sometimes you can kind of throw out the last week. There was only a couple people who sat that week, so like being tight end 1 there does matter. And like this is something I want to chase, right? Like especially at a slightly discounted price. So I think that his price is really good right now. So Javonte here does get pulled up to the 4-5 turn. He's been over there a little bit anyway. I think that he's gonna maybe move up into the 4th round. Cardell Tate going at 47 with Tyson on this side of the board is interesting. I'm not even by interesting. I don't even mean wrong, right? Like you're taking a player who goes here and a player who goes on the other side and making a unique combination with whatever you're going to get 71, 74. Because Tyson does fall back here sometimes, but You're basically trading your Waddle Henderson Scattaboo for baseball tootin' Jalen Warren, right? I mean, I was planning on going. I might do something different. Do we want to go with Swift though? I think I want to go Evans. Yeah, I think I definitely want to go Swift. I guess we go Evans here. We're actually just going to go Evans and Jaden Daniels here. Something I've also been talking about is I personally believe that like solo running back, hero running back builds, whatever you want to call it, are being undertaken right now. Like I think the hero strategy might be the way to go right now. With as much as all the RBs are being pushed up, you can get crazy wide receiver rooms and still have an elite running back. So, like, let's look at the teams that have done this. J Dubs 1035 right now has Achan and then London, Brown, Wilson, Adunze. Like, take it Swift there. Like, I think I would do that too. Like, Swift seems like he's been falling into the six a little bit. So I'm going to start taking less of him. I already like his price. So if I can start not take him and help the price move down, like I'm just going to do that. Can you ask what kind of best ball value does Ayuk have? I mean, his value is awesome if he ends up playing. Right? Like he's a full year out from NFL play. He obviously wasn't focused on playing football last year, right? Like, I wonder how much motivation he's going to have to even get into game shape. Like, there's a lot of questions with him. But, yeah, what Peppertoni saying, what's the value of garbage? But, like, if he gets back to, like, this kind of player he was before, like, he's going, pick 140, 150 now? I kind of think a shot here and there is fine. I only take him on Jaden Daniels teams just in case that's a thing, basically. That's actually why I pulled Mike Evans up here. I think Evans could be a target for the Commanders. I don't think that's where he's going to go. Evans really wants to try to win a championship this year, from what I've read. So I kind of want. Like I did that because I think this pairing will be a little odd. But Ayuk, he's a fine pick, but not a pick I can make. Like, I have a hard time making that pick. I don't think the bet is very strong. Yeah, I want Big Mike. I want Big Mike to the Niners. That's what I want. But the Ravens would be the absolute perfect fit as well. Like, and both of those teams are definitely in Super Bowl windows. I think that those are two of the strongest candidates to end up with Mike Evans this year. I know a lot of people still say he's not going to leave Tampa. He's from Tampa, all that stuff. I just checked to see who sniped Jaden Daniels from you. I mean, Jaden shouldn't be going where he is. I've been taking quite a bit of just naked Jaden Daniels. I think his price is a little silly right now. What do we have at ADP? So Jacoby is here. I could take my first share of underdog Jacoby if Trevor makes it to me. Trevor doesn't. I really don't like this right here. This kind of feels bad. I might just do this, but that feels pretty thin also. Because if I do that, I could be done at quarterback if I want to be, but I don't think that's right. Yeah, we're gonna do it though. We're gonna like. I'm pretty sure that Worthy's gonna be moving up, and I I want a little bit of Patrick Mahomes. I looked earlier and I have like 3% Mahomes, so I think that this team it kind of makes sense to do it. And like I was saying, I want to go hero running back. Uh, I can be done here. Like if we get a falling value later, great. But I'm really good stopping there. Yeah, he was I had 14.5% Lamar and 14% Jaden Daniels last year. So we all know how that aged. Uh, I'm gonna guess you've done a lot of drafts this year. I've seen you on every platform. Like even when I'm off stream, I see you. 33% Terry and 23 Jaden Daniels. I need to up both of those exposure. Like I definitely need to open up up my Jaden Daniels exposure. The Terry exposure, I do want to up it. I do. I just think that it's becoming harder and harder to stack. But I'm not opposed to just taking Terry over here and then just stacking Jaden Daniels, right? Like I'm not opposed to doing that. I actually just woke up for a nap, or maybe I would have thought about doing that over here whenever I took Lad, but I did not. So, but I think it's fine. I actually kind of like Jalen Lane as a 20th round pick as well. He's going to get higher when the slows finish. Yeah. So. Yeah, I expected that's what you've been doing, like, because it's not like it's pretty reasonable to think that Terry McLaurin, like, is just the best receiver out of McConkey, Garrett Wilson, JMO, Egbuka, Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, and Burden, or at least spikes about the same amount of times, or has the same, like, I think he has a decent chance to spike in the finals there, but you add Daniels with it, and like I think that that's just exponentially good. Nobody sees this Emmett Johnson ranking. You're all immune. You don't see it. I don't like Emmett Johnson, guys. You don't want him. You don't want, like, he's really bad. You need to let him fall all the way back to 130. I don't think I'm going to take him here. I have plenty. So we thanks for the like. We need at 2 more. I'll put a poll up for what we draft next. If we don't get the 2, I'm perfectly fine, just chilling, and not being on here. So I don't have a ton of David Montgomery, but we're going to take him here. And Godwin's a player I would like to get a little more exposure of. But Wandale is a free agent. Let's go with Godwin here. Play both of these ADPs move up when Mike Evans signs someone else, assuming he does. I don't think you need to be worried about it. So I'm not overweight on any of the Chiefs players right now. He could be an awesome ADP value, but the man's coming off of an ACL tear, right? Like a lot of his fantasy value last year was because he ran, right? Like, let's go over here to Player Profiler real quick and like just look at his stuff. Like, so Patrick Mahomes hasn't been good at throwing the deep ball for like 3 years. Like he's just not. Like you go look, he's just not good at it. So rushing yards, 57, 66, 60, an extra 3 with a touchdown. He had 5 touchdowns on the season. Basically 30, 30, nothing, 30, 30, 60, right? So, and like that's a decent amount of rushing production. I assume whenever he's back and nursing that AC, like most players coming back, especially quarterbacks, like I remember what happened whenever Patrick Mahomes got hurt because of the quarterback sneak, and he's never ran a quarterback sneak again. I kind of think that they're going to manage Mahomes, like him to run the ball. Like they called a little bit of him passing, like running the ball last year, and it doesn't mean that I think that the offense is going to be horrible or any of that. Andy Reid's going to scheme things up. They're going to be able to score some points, but I've also been worried that the Rashee Rice thing would resurface, which it just did. So like, it's been a precautionary thing. Now I hope you've been taking Jalen Royals in the last round. I was incredibly out on Jalen Royals last year, but you look at our current roster, all the free agents. Tyquan Thornton's a free agent. Hollywood Brown's a free agent. Nico Remigio, I think, is a restricted free agent. So with Rice, like we basically just have Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, and Jalen Royals under contract, like for sure. All the other names are names you didn't know from last year. And Kelsey's a free agent as well, right? Like he's not guaranteed. So yeah, like that feels fine because both of those prices are going to go up. So it's more that I don't think that he is going to run the ball as much. I think Andy Reid's going to intentionally like kind of dock his rushing. And I think they should because he's very important to our team. I agree there. Let's do the JCM thing that I don't get to do very much. He's fell here. Let's go ahead and do it. I do think that JCM, like his problem was vision, but he was explosive. Like he just didn't seem to really create himself. With the added pressure of Jaden Daniels running the ball, defenses are going to have to play different. And I believe JCM, like I don't have very much of them because I think they're incredibly live to add somebody. But JCM's going to have some sort of a role on that offense, I think, like no matter what. Like even if he's like a change of pace guy that they're only putting in 20% of the time, like the man has the ability to hit like 40, 50-yard touchdowns, which is a spike week, right? So, and I think that if less vision issue, like if they run into like some more read option kind of stuff, JCM will have to make less decisions on where to run, and that will be really good for him specifically. So I do kind of like pairing Jaden Daniels with him because I think that if Jaden gets hurt again, I think JCM's kind of a bad pick as well. Stafford was a top patch quarterback with no rushing. Also, he can come back strong from an ACL. It's Achilles you have to worry about. I mean, right. I get that. I get that. What's up, Legio? I hope you're happy with your exposures. I hope you're happy with them for sure. Yeah, so I get it. I'm just saying that, like, let's go back to the Mahomes stuff, like, over here. So, if we go back, I didn't actually look at what his deep passing was last year, but I'm going to guess was bad, because it's been bad almost every year. Basically, since Tyreek Hill has left, Patrick Mahomes' deep passing has not really looked good. So, last year, he was number one in money throws, which is nice. He was actually a lot better. Where's deep ball? Deep ball accuracy. He was a lot better than he was the previous year. The previous year, he was number 32 or 33. Deep ball is 19. Play action catchable there. So he did seem to be a little better last year with it than he was the year before. Deep ball completion, number 26. Um, so like we look at him as this deep ball, crazy, awesome guy, but he's actually just like a really awesome short to intermediate thrower, and that's what he's been since Tyreek. Holy Daniel Jones snipe, Batman! All right, like Kelsey isn't going to make it all the way back, so we're just going to go ahead and take Kelsey. You don't see Omar Cooper there. You see nothing. He is not there. Ignore the screen. We're going to go ahead and take the double stack there. We're going to project this stack. So this is why I think Hero RB is good. Like, look at this room. And, like, it's got Ascengenti, Hero, Montgomery, Gainwell, JCM, Rashad White. Like, that's an incredibly serviceable. Yeah, here you go. I felt the second time was deserved that time. Since you asked for it. I got you. I know I got you with the second time. But yeah, thank you. This says Alex. Yeah, but I feel pretty confident that Rashad White's going to end in a good spot. But this running back room feels really good, right? And I still have Jefferson, McConkey, Evans, Worthy, Godwin. Like, feels pretty strong up top as well. With an elite tight end and basically double elite quarterback. And slap it up. I'm not like out on that, on the price there. I know obviously you watch Maddock, and obviously Maddock takes a lot of Mahomes. I don't know what his exposures is this year, but I do know that he will never stop the Chiefs, which is fine. Like, when it hits, it's going to hit good. And Eric Bieniemy being back is a gigantic boon to the offense. Another reason I'm lower on the Mahomes exposure is I started the entire like I've got 53 drafts on Underdog, and I've been for the most part I've been drafting on the left side of the board. I have 16% Bijan, 10% Puka, 10% Puka and 16% Jahmyr Gibbs, and 10% JSN. And Jamar Chase, I need to force up because apparently I only have 2%. I did not realize that I hadn't been taking him. I don't want that. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm out on Rice at the moment as well. But Jalen Royals, like, I was completely out on him last year. I would start mixing him in. They are very, very alive to add one of the rookies. You are right. And I kind of think Jordan Tyson, like, I know Mekhi Lemon would fit pretty well there, but I think Jordan Tyson may be the actual pick. He's the best route runner. He will be awesome in the intermediate game. So I really like him, honestly, for Kansas City. All right, so we could be done at wide receiver or tight end. Let's get a little. What do we want to do here? Let's reach down and take a share of Io Manor. I like most of the players where I'm drafting a little more than Io Manor. Like, I like Trey Harris a bit. I like Trey Tucker a bit. But I don't want all of my Io Manor exposure to be tied to Cam Ward. And that's kind of the way I've been playing it. So I need to make sure I mix him in and some other things. You agree with Tyson? He would be electric with Mahomes. Yeah, it is like the exact thing. All right, well, we just hit the 20 likes for the second draft. So second draft, we're going to make a poll for it. It'll be a little board. And I almost misspelled it, so you guys can make fun of me. Drafters or a DraftKings. A DraftKings 10 or a DraftKings $1. So there you go. You have options. I like to give the cheaper ones in there every once in a while for all the people who prefer the cheap contest as well. And whenever this draft is over and I've reviewed all the teams, I will look at it, and that's what we're going to do. All right, Flyfish says, given the usage, fantasy point trajectory of Rice and Worthy, would you want Tyson, Keenan? I'm assuming you didn't mean Keenan. You mean Lemon? Oh, Lemon. Yeah, I don't know why it auto-corrected or why that happened. What I want, and I think the absolute perfect fit for Kansas City, it's absolutely gonna shock you. I still want us to go offensive line round one. I think that's our biggest need. I think offensive line's our biggest need. I'm still gonna be mad if we take if we end up taking the guy everybody else wants us to have in Jeremiah Love. Like, I like Love as a player, I really do. I don't like him for the Chiefs specifically. So we got 7 wide receivers here. We're going to take Brashard Smith. I don't take much Smith. And we're going to take Kate Otten as well. That feels really good. I'm going to stop at those. Like, I might add another quarter. I'm probably going to add a random quarterback. Like, this feels like a Derek Carr team or something. And then with the last pick, I've got a couple Chiefs on it already. I kind of want to take. I might just go 2 wide receivers, honestly. But I have capital at wide receiver, so I probably shouldn't. Let's see. We got Jefferson, McConkey, Evans, Worthy, Godwin, Surratt, Io Manor. Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely think that. And then, like, in round 2, just hope Omar Cooper's there. Omar Cooper I think he could kind of step in pretty early and take over. Like, if Rice doesn't get suspended, Omar is fine for an outside wide receiver. And if he is suspended, or that becomes an ordeal, or he gets cut, like, Omar Cooper is really awesome at all the stuff that Rashee Rice does. The man had 27 missed tackles forced on 69 catches last year. Like, I know that my backs would be very happy for this. I think that Omar Cooper, like, he's not Jordan Tyson, but, like, he can do all of that stuff from the slot really, really well. So I think that Omar Cooper in the second round of Kansas City is one of the best possible landing spots for him, assuming they find out things about Rashee Rice or they decide to part ways or whatever. I don't know if any of that will happen. It's probably just going to be unclear until the season starts, but that is something that I am interested in as well. So Malachi Fields is another player I want to get some shares of, a few more shares of. I just want to be around the field, if not slightly over on him. Yeah, like not only is he like my favorite wide receiver in the draft, like at a cost perspective right now. Bryce Lance, I love Bryce Lance. I've only taken him once or twice. J-Dubs probably watches because he knows. That's why he took Bryce Lance there. He knows that I actually have Bryce Lance at like number 12 this year. We're going to take Malachi Fields, and I think I want to shore up quarterback a little. You know what? Let's go. Let's take this swing. I've not taken the A-Rich swing yet. Let's take the A-Rich swing. So we got a 3-6-8-3 here. If A-Rich does play, like his upside is insane, it makes a lot of sense for the Colts to actually trade him off. And it makes a lot of sense for a team like the Jets to trade for him. And if he's really, really bad, you just pick really early next year in a really strong, quarterback class. So I think that Richardson goes to a team where he gets a chance to play some games. I'm not saying that he's a good pick. I'm not saying to draft him every draft at the end. I think he's fine mixing it is all. We got a 3-6-8-3. Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Anthony Richardson. Running back, Genty, David Montgomery, Kenneth Gainwell, JCM, Rashad White, Rashard Smith. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Ladd McConkey, Mike Evans, Xavier Worthy, Chris Godwin, Elijah Surratt, Alec Eilmanor, Malachi Fields. A lot of like veteran presence up here, and then 3 breakout candidates, 2 rookies, and a breakout guy in Eilmanor. This is I know, maybe I'm just bragging on myself. Well-structured team, guy. You did an awesome job, guy. And then tight ends, Colston Loveland, Travis Kelce, and Cade Otton. It feels bad that I didn't take Jalen Royals here because I've been saying you almost need to take him every time. I just didn't want to like fully stack it out. It did. I don't know. It just didn't feel right here for some reason. Let me know if you think that I should have added Royals instead of Fields. Maybe I should have. Maybe not. Wow, you're so smart and good at fantasy football, says Pepper Tony. And I know Covers is on Lance as well. I don't draft him very often because I honestly don't think he's going to get the draft capital, so but J-Dubs, if you're here and you would like a review, say something. We're going to get to Bryson. 3-6-8-3. Herbert, Tyler Shuck, Bryce Young. Running backs, Jeremiah Love, Kyron Williams, Kyle Monangai, Tyrone Tracy, Aaron Jones, Tank Bigsby. That feels really good as well. The double anchor is probably the best feeling running back room you can have. I just think that the hero is being underused and that the depth at receiver kind of falls off at round 6. And I think I want to, I'm personally going to start attacking that a little more, probably. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra, Egbuka, Lemon, Harrison, McMillan. How dare you take my Omar Cooper, Trey Harris, and Devon Vele. Gadsden, Mason Taylor, Ben Sinnott. I Sinnott agree with that. I just don't agree with I don't think I really think he's a 0. I think he's a total 0. But yeah, you got the Trey Harris Gadsden backstack to Herbert. Herbert was number 2 last year in rushing yards at quarterback. I really like this team. You're solid everywhere. You're lacking for nothing. It's a really, really strong team. We got Sweet Leaf here. 3-6-8-3. Joe Burrow, Cam Ward, Kirk Cousins. Running back, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Bashaw Tootin, Tony Pollard, Algier, LaQuint Allen. I almost pulled Algier up whenever I took who did I take there? Whenever I took Worthy Mahomes, that was the call. Did I want to pull up Algier and do something else there, or did I want to do the Mahomes Worthy thing? I chose the Mahomes Worthy thing. I think he's pretty underpriced. And then LaQuint Allen at the end. I really like that room. You got both current running backs for the Jaguars. That feels like a committee that's something I haven't seen many people do, and actually pretty smart. Wide receiver, Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Jaden Reed, Casey Concepcion, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley, and Keon Coleman. That works. And then Juwan Johnson, Gunnar Helm, Pat Fry. I like it. We looks like that's everybody who got in here. It looks like drafters won the thing. So I'm entering this drafters right now. I'm gonna hit after I enter it. I'm gonna hit the countdown because drafters takes forever. So we have time either way. Here we go.
We never leave the brine. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
Well, we have time. Yeah, Alex was there. All right. We're waiting on 5. We will review Alex's team. I don't know how I missed it. I remember calling it out. All right, we got a 3-5-9-3. Josh Allen, Shadur Sanders, Geno Smith. I do think Geno is a fine click as well. He's like a slightly better version of the A-Rich bet. It's just like he's probably going to play somewhere, but he doesn't have the ceiling that A-Rich does. Running back, JT, Henry, Scadaboo, Warren, Dowdle. Stopping at 5 there is the correct decision. Wide receivers, Zay, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, Juwan Jennings, Dobbs, Bryant, Dell, Horton, Bond. Like, throwing numbers at it. You got some, like, guys like Dobbs, Jennings, Pittman to make sure your floor's high. And then you added some possible spike week guys here at the end. I like that. Ferguson, Hunter Henry, and Isaiah Likely. You don't really need to stack Josh Allen. So I really, really like this team. And the backstack of Shadur plus Isaiah Bond is fine. Like I think it's fine. Like I've been doing it here and there. I don't know if you intentionally pushed that long or if you just kind of pushed. And because you had Josh Allen, we're doing two mules. We're doing a drafter. So if you want to jump in, jump in. We got 32 watching. We got 27 likes. Thanks everybody. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, please think about subbing. We've had a decent week so far in subs. If I can get to, I haven't looked. If I can get to 430 by the end of the night, I'll be pretty happy. And also, if you don't draft over here on Drafters, you could sign up and use promo code WHO, capital H, with 2 little O's, for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. Free money is the best money. You do have to play through it. Obviously, you can't just put it in, take it out. It is playthrough money. But it's not like the old playthrough money where you put in 100 to get 100 and you had to play like $700 to get it out. What's up, Ricardo Farrow? Bestball people are my people, says Ricardo. Well, welcome to the crew. This is a good community. I actually forgot to link my Discord this time. Give me a second. I have a free Discord. It's all good people in there. We're in there all the time, like chopping it up. I'm way more active on weekdays than weekends. I work weekends. I just got out of work early today. So I decided like that's why it's a pop-up stream. But my schedule is, if you're curious, if you do like it, my schedule is going to be 6:30 p.m. on Sundays, and then and this is Central Time. 6:30 p.m. Central on Sunday nights, and then every Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Unless at 4 p.m. Central, until like overtime starts at my job, and then that will be put, like, whatever day I work overtime, it'll be pushed back to 4:15. So basically the same time, just giving myself a few minutes extra time to get home and all that. So we're waiting on 3. We are waiting on 3 for a $10 drafters here. Waiting on 4 now. Somebody left. Somebody heard that I'm here. They're scared. They left. Good decision, guy. Very good decision. You don't want the heat. Jamie says, this is my first time tuning in. I just subscribed and turned on the notification. Well, thanks, Jamie. We appreciate you. Jamie, by the way, if you've seen any of the little highlight videos I made, or even like the countdown or my intro, he's the one that made all that music. So everybody give him if you like it, say thanks to Jamie. How are you feeling, Casey Concepcion? Hearing more buzz around him lately. I'm hearing some buzz and I'm hearing some negative things. I watched Steve Smith Sr.'s wide receiver rankings, which for whatever reason, he didn't have either one of the Indiana wide receivers in the top 10. So I can't not respect Steve Smith Sr., right? But I don't feel like that's correct. I don't feel like that's correct at all. I don't think it's even close to correct. I think that they're both maybe in the, I think they're probably both in the top 6, maybe definitely top 7. But both of them to be outside of the top 10. But during that thing, he said that Casey Concepcion, apparently there's some rumors that he's the guy that the second practice is over, he's out and he goes out and does a lot of off the field stuff that could become a problem in the mornings, basically out partying and stuff. He kind of alluded to that, and that he's going to have to change a little bit of that to really work in the NFL, because the NFL, the thing you can't do, you got to be dehydrated more often, stuff like that. But listen to what he said about Concepcion. Yeah, Jamie does rock. And Wilson, welcome. I think this is the first time I've seen you chat here. Hope you enjoy the content. I work in a warehouse. Most of the time, today, I just drove around and trained somebody all day. So I help somebody learn how, do a new function on a lift truck or whatever, a fork truck with reach. Standing forklift, whatever you want to call them. Everywhere calls them something different. Normally, a lot of the time, I actually like the physical part of the job where you run around, pick up stuff. Basically 50-pound buckets all day. So I don't mind doing that. It is hard on the body. So that's why I'm mentally exhausted sometimes whenever I'm home from work. And other times I'm good because I also drive the sit downs and stuff. I just do whatever they need at this point. But that's what I do. I'm a warehouse guy. I don't mind it. It's all good. So we only need 2 more. We need 2 for a drafters $10 best ball. While we're waiting, you guys want to see something scary? Here you go. Here's my exposures. We have 66% Omar Cooper and 56% Emmett Johnson, 25% Kenneth Gainwell, 25% Kelsey. The Theo Johnson just happened. I wish I was a professional best ball player. That would be the absolute life. Mike Washington, I need to calm down on. Over here, I like him. I don't think 22% is right with Emmett being 56% as well. Jefferson, over here, I'm picking at the back end over and over again. So I just have a ton of Jefferson. I've been doing the hero running back a lot over here. And I think that round 2 Jefferson is just kind of a cheat code for total points. If you haven't drafted on drafters, it is total points and full PPR. So it's slightly different. Jake Tonjes, I'm betting, I was betting that Kittle wasn't going to be healthy. Um, it sounds more like maybe he will be earlier than I was thinking. But I'm not a doctor. I'm just kind of avoiding the situation for the most part. Um, but yeah, waiting on two still. I need more Mike. He's going to move up after the combine. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I'm happy with where I'm at. I have like 14 or 15% on underdog. Same with DraftKings. So he's going to move up. I don't. He is very, very landing spot dependent to me. What's up, Al Boogie? We got Al Boogie at the 101. We have JMJR is Losimo, right? And then Bryson. We have Gritty. Welcome, Gritty. I don't know if you're listening, but if you are, thank you. We have my boy. I've talked about Behave on the stream before. The old Gimp mask with the taco. Known, like, he definitely listens to. He's on here all the time. We got two mules at the 9. Omelet. We got the omelet, which is Alex at the 11, and should be a fun draft. So a bunch of us are in here. You're cool. I'll be in your chat, man. You got enough, Mike. Well, save him for some others. I think Mike is a fine pick. Like, with the limited my mind just went. How I said, like, on days I work, I do that. But yeah, we on Mike Washington. Sorry about that. Like, I don't think he's going to be like an absolute smash play, but he is he's not going to have long speed, but long speed is overrated. I don't think he's going to run very fast at the combine. I really don't think he's going to run fast. But I think he will perform well in the drills. Well, you just ran into the buzzsaw, sir. Hope you're ready. 20 drafts in. Only one you're in the top 4 random. You've only had one in the top 4. Lutz was running into that issue for a while. So, all right. Are we going to run the clip again or not? We are not. I don't have much James Cook. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go James Cook and Hampton. And we're going to ride those two all the way to the finish line, I think. Unless we get a massive fall at some point. I know that I can't get Emmett Johnson in this. And I know that I won't get Omar Cooper either. But honestly, I kind of need to pivot. So, thank you preemptively for sniping me, everybody. I appreciate it. All right, so what's everybody else's opinion on the Charbonnet stuff? I think that news is not really news, right? Because, like, if you were already following, you would have heard if they had the surgery already. So with it waiting so long, I don't understand why they waited. Maybe the doctor was just busy. Maybe they were hoping something healed. Maybe they had to wait for something to heal up before they could do it. I don't know. I'm curious why they waited. Also, I've mentioned this on stream before. Also curious why Dalton Kincaid is opting not to get the cleanup done on his knee that he like opted not to get the last 2 years and continues to have issues with it. So that is interesting to me for sure. So let's see what everybody's been doing on here. We got Gritty with the Taylor Derrick Henry start. Two Mules, Amon Ra with Neighbors. Alex, Genty, and Jefferson. Well, I get that, but like as far as recovery time, if he wants to come back and play in the NFL, right? Like the quicker you get it done, the better. And usually teams like they kind of do that stuff, right? Well, like I get what you're saying, but the later you have it, the longer it's going to take to like your recovery time starts. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to say anything about it. Like in my mind, I will say the recovery time doesn't start until post-surgery. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it starts to heal by itself and the surgery aids it along. I don't know. You're in still has a lot of time. I've not selected him once. And on drafters specifically, I won't select him. I think the recovery time from the surgery is a little different than rehabbing the muscles. Yeah, we're not doctors, so not an actual opinion on it. Just some thoughts and being scared, basically. You just saw somewhere Seattle OC has a link to Brian Robinson if they need to get him back. I would love that because I have a decent amount of Brian Robinson, oddly. Okay, so that does mean that he's like already on some sort of a something, right? Gritty plagiarizing your last draft so far. I feel like if it was important, he would have done it already. Therefore, I mean, that's what you would expect, right? That's what you would expect. Let's go to Adams and McMillan. Let's do this. This is your first pass. What a room to learn from. What's up, Al Boogie? Hope you're having a great weekend, by the way. Al Boogie here got 11th in the 2024 Bestball Mania. 11th. That's what? It was, what, 19 spots higher than Chess Liam? Your absolute hero. So the student becomes the teacher, right? Right, Al Boogie? Your hero, Chess Liam. You finished slightly higher than him. Yeah, like at least you got the 101, right? Like you can't really be that upset. I think that Pijon's kind of a clear pick. I know people are arguing some other things, but maybe 30 spots, but who's counting? I don't. I thought he finished at 30, but I don't know. It's been a while. He didn't win it. I know that you finished higher at 11, so that's awesome. If anybody's tired of the background music, let me know. I can put on the Ducks or whatever. This is the only background music I have at the moment. So, other than the stock stuff, I think it works pretty well for a background music, though. I mean, Colson Loveland still being available feels pretty fucking good. for Al Boogie. I'm gonna assume he's gonna take that fall. Oh, you can't even hear it? Can anybody else hear it? Better get some hearing aids. Well, like I know if you have ear pods in, it's super loud. There. Let me know if you hear it now. I've had this on the whole time. And so if it's too loud, if it's not, like I know that it's different levels for whether you're on a PC or listening to it through your ear pods or on your phone or whatever. So I don't know why that is. I don't think there's a possible way to fix it. But this is another one of Jamie's bangers, by the way. Yeah, so we started off with James Cook and Omarion Hampton, McMillan and Devontae Adams. Like this is where I think Luther Burden should go, right? Like I don't like Luther Burden at the front of round 4 or 5. Like I like a lot of the players more than him. What's Gritty gonna do? He was trying to push for Lamar on top of Josh Allen. I like the attempt. We all know that he likes Josh Allen plus Lamar. And I know if Lamar was there, he would have taken it. That's a big fall on Igbuka. I like this team that Gritty's building here. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Flowers, and Igbuka. That feels really, really good, honestly. Behave is he's just taking all the receivers. Look at him. CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, Rashee Rice, J-Mo, and Luther Burden. We're going to go with Rome for sure. And I'm going to take a shot on Marv here. I don't love the Marv price. But I think it's fair. Like it's one of those, I don't necessarily love the price, but the more I think about it, the more I do think that the price is fair. The parts I don't like about it is like, what do you stack? All that stuff, right? Also, like, what if Michael Wilson is just the guy? They have a new offensive coordinator coming in. They have a new head coach coming in. Like, everything, right? So there's a lot of question marks, but he was one of the best prospects coming out of college we've seen in a long, long time. It's very possible that the old offensive coordinator just had them just couldn't figure it out, right? But I do assume this is going to be my last draft today. I could probably be talked into doing another one. I don't know what that number will be. I doubt we're losing viewers. I'm guessing like PPR Tyler or somebody went live recently. But people also don't like to watch drafters as much. Not as many people do drafters content because it honestly doesn't go over as well. But I like to service all of the communities. I enjoy drafting on all the sites. How are we feeling about the Javonte signing? Sure, you spoke about it before. I started off, like, if you go back I have the news and stuff in the it's like the news and stuff tab for the time breakdowns. But basically, I feel I thought that Javonte was going to try to get way more money than that. I think it's a really good signing for both. I think I also don't think it's enough money that Dallas is like for sure not going to add somebody else, right? But it's enough money that they're not going to add somebody to take over the job, but they're going to add somebody to try to complement for that job. And if they get somebody like Brian Robinson was mentioned earlier, which wouldn't really fit with him. Like, let's say Rashad White. Let's say they get Rashad White. Like, Rashad White could take a decent chunk of work from him, right? Like, and by decent, I mean, like, it could be 60-40, something like that. But I think it was still, like, I don't remember what his workload was last year, actually. So I'm going to go look that up right now on Fantasy Points. So we're going to look up just running back, and we're going to type in Javonte. He had does it have total rushing split? I'm still getting used to all of this stuff. He had 66% of the inside of the 20. I'm sure it's here. I just don't know where I'm looking for running backs. I need to go through all this again and figure it out. His stuff race was kind of bad. His missed tackles force wasn't great, but like they have a really good offensive line. I mean, are you gonna give me Caleb Williams back here? That would be fantastic. Are you kidding me? Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex. You don't even have a guy. What are you doing? And then we got like I think Laporta's a really good pick, but Naked Jackson Dart's awesome. Like I would have loved the fall, but like I do kind of like the Dart price a lot, so that's all good. Protecting the integrity of the draft. Like I do think that if Caleb is who you need, that you're going to need more than one piece of the offense, possibly as well. But like it didn't really matter. Like I'm going to take Jackson Dart at 84 almost every time. Quarterbacks are higher everywhere. Like you're not going to get away from it. Like Al Boogie, you're just not going to get away from it. Like at all. The integrity would be after the turn. The integrity. Come on, Bill Bratsky. Come on. Use your word. Use adult words, sir. All right, so yeah, like, but basically every website, all of the quarterbacks are just pushed way up. We're not going to get away from that. That is the new thing. Everyone has everybody scared. I do think that we may see some of these guys sink a little bit when we start getting signings down the back end of the board, right? Maybe those guys move up. Maybe these guys move down. Maybe both happens, and then all of these players are just better picks. I'm not quite sure what exactly is going to happen, but I do know that when that happens, we should be able to get better quality players in like round 15, 16, 17 at quarterback. Because we'll have everybody who's forcing 3 QBs is going to have more options to do it with. So through 8 rounds, the team is Jackson Dart, James Cook, Omarion Hampton, wide receivers McMillan, Adams, Adunze, Marvin Harrison, and Sam Laporta. Very, very solid base for a team. I like this team quite a bit. Integrity. My bad. Was at a B-Day party earlier. Got it. Well, Integrity, like, your picture is Randy Marsh. I knew you were going with Integrity Farms, right? Like the whole Integrity Farms thing. Like a play on your profile picture. Like, I totally get it. Like, it's clever for sure. Um, let's see if Alex snipes my quarterback again. Probably not. I'm going to assume. Well, I don't know. Two Mules already has two quarterbacks, so they might pass Goff. JMO went to behave. Does he take? Okay, so Goff just goes over here to the Tucker Craft after. People are wilding out today, guys. Wilding out. Better get your guys. Do not pass up any guys that you like. Crazy things are going on. There's two things I wouldn't mind doing here. Do I want to do Bo Nix? I think I'm going to do the naked Bo Nix and Kenneth Gainwell. The other option was to go Jordan Love and bring up Jaden Reed. I think I'm okay, like, just getting one of the three late wide receivers for Bo Nix. These are two quarterbacks with rushing upside. So I do want to do that. For sure. And by the way, if we get to 45 likes, which probably not happening, we'll do a little board, which is now the current leader on the poll. We'll do a little board. We'll go back to underdog. We'll do a little board. I've got 10 of them in. I wouldn't mind doing a little board either. If not, I'm perfectly fine grabbing something to eat, and then going to bed. I got to be up in 8 hours-ish, something like that. 9 hours. I don't know. I don't even look. I just stay up till I feel like going to sleep, and then I'm tired all day. That's how I roll. And if you're new and you enjoy the content, please smash the sub. We're one sub away from 430. We still have the 500 sub goal. As long as we hit 500 by pre-draft, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good to happen. We do that post-draft. Whenever the first puppy comes out, or like the mini over on Drafters, whenever there's an okay, basically like probably the second week, maybe the first week, we're going to do a 12-hour live stream. We're going to do it before the schedule's out, like absolute insane people. And then once we hit the 500, if we can get another 500 by the start of the NFL season, if we get to 1,000 by the start of the NFL season, I'm already locked into a 24-hour live stream. And it's just me. And like, I'm not young. So we'll see how that works out. I'm sure I'm good. I barely sleep anyway. It doesn't mean I'm going to be happy I made that decision at the end of the thing. But that is the goal. And also, can everybody hear the music a little better now or not? Let me know. Or can you hear it at all now? Man, this is a lot of running backs that are available. Like, this room is pushing this pretty nice. And if Bryce Young makes it back, I'm taking him, right? Like, I got McMillan. I do think that overall, actually, I don't think so. I do believe that the key to winning in drafters is two quarterbacks. Like a third one late, maybe, but this is too early for a third quarterback for drafters for total points, in my opinion. I absolutely do believe that for sure. So I'm going to stick to my guns and what I actually believe in. And if these guys get hurt, oh well, it's fine. Like, we don't win. And this is the area I'm willing to take Woody Marks as well. I think Woody Marks is a fine pick here. They passed me Emmett Johnson, huh? Well, that's the easiest click I've made today. What's the second pick I want to make, though? I think it's Debo. Actually, let's go with Jaden Higgins. We'll go with Jaden Higgins there. I'm having a hard time taking Jaden Higgins where he was going at like 124. I think it's fine here. What up, Lutz? How we doing? Did a 24-hour once, was rough, and you had help. So what you guys don't know is like tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up at like 3:30 in the morning and go to work. I probably won't go to bed until like 1 a.m. tomorrow night either. Or the next day. That's just how I operate. So if I can just start a stream at 9 a.m. or whatever, I think I'm pretty good to make it all the way through the night. Yeah, I didn't know. Was that for your radio station thing, or what? And if you do stream, where do you stream? Because nobody knows. I'm assuming it was for the radio station thing, the channel that you had. Past life, non-football related. Got it. I mean, now if Bryce Young or CJ Stroud makes it all the way back, that's where I think that it's fine. I think there I do need to secure my floor a little bit, right? My roommate's cooking a pizza right now, and it's making me very, very hungry. Very hungry. So nobody said anything about the music, if they can hear it now, if they can't. So I'm going to assume that it's good. Let's look at what JMJR here is doing. We got Puka, Bowers, Irving, Harvey, Travion, Sutton, Warren, Addison, Stafford, Jennings. Yeah, it's fairly loud on my end, to be honest with you. So hero wide receiver here, and then elite tight end into 3 high profile. Bucky is a really good pick on drafters. Turn it back down a smidge. Got it. It's in between the two right now. Okay. What's that for, Al Boogie? And Al Boogie is at the 101. We got Bijan, Pickens, Olave, Colston Loveland fell all the way back. That has to feel really good. DeAndre Swift, Jalen Warren, Pearsall, Brock Purdy. That feels awesome. Michael Pittman, Tracy, Jalen Coker, Bryce Young, and James Conner. I'm curious what happens with James Conner. If he gets cut and ends up going to a team like KC or something, or even the Jaguars or something, it feels pretty okay, right? So we're definitely taking CJ Stroud there. I think we're going to push tight end a little more still. We're going to go ahead and just take Troy Franklin as well. We're going to get the little Bo Nick stack there. I do prefer skinny stacks on this website as well. Oh, if that happens, it is a smash. For sure, right? I mean, why do you think to Washington? Like, is there a connection or what that I'm missing? Like, maybe there's a connection I'm missing. But whoever lands in Washington is going to be a really, really good pick. Like that. That is just kind of a fact. And if nobody does, JCM is going to be a smash. He may want to land with a contender. Yeah, I get that. And there's not a whole lot of contenders that really have a a hole at running back, you know. And yeah, he's not going to get big money for sure. But that's kind of why I throw him and David Montgomery out for Kansas City. Like if Montgomery gets cut, or if Connor gets cut, like I think that they're both willing to go play for like not a like insanely low contract, but like 3-4 million to a team that actually has a chance to win a bunch of games. And I think that a player like that is like the perfect fit to Kansas City. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think that that's what KC will do. That's how we've been playing it, and they seem to be okay with it. That doesn't mean I'm okay with it, but they seem to be okay with it. So you get what you get, and that's all you get, right? All right, so this is where running back dies out a little bit. There are some plays I do like. I'm assuming that Omar went. Oh, he just went. He's always in play for me at 180. Bryson knows that. Like I think this is in the current market, round 15, I think is fine for Omar Cooper. I'm not going to chase him up higher just in case we get bad news. But I also already absolutely have my bags. Now, if I didn't have my bags, I would probably want to make sure I had some. So I want to thank you for taking Theo there, because not only did you take my Caleb Williams stack, you also took my Jackson Dart stack. You're a true hero. We got Njoku here, and let's go with Dalton Schultz. Get the CJ Stroud quarterback as well. Like I like this tight end room. I don't get to very much Dalton Schultz. I honestly don't think he's a great pick. But I'll take him on a Stroud team. I'm definitely done at quarterback and tight end for sure. I have plenty of capital at both of them. I'm probably going to have my last 2 rounds. I'll probably stop at 5 running backs here and go 9 receivers. And just play it that James Cook and Hampton smash, and that Emmett Johnson is the player that I believe he's going to be. And if those 3 are hits, Gainwell can spike intermittently. Have another guy there for like just some like a Bigsby or a high quality handcuff. Like Brian Robinson is a really fun pick in my opinion. Bigsby's a really good pick in my opinion. But yeah, we're definitely going to take one of those guys if they're available. Najee, maybe. Definitely, I'll put him in the queue. Samson, if he comes all the way back, we'll definitely take him. Yeah. I think that Behave moved him up in his rankings. I think. I'm not sure. So I've seen Behave specifically draft him a couple times. And I believe that was before ADP, right? And all it does is, yeah, his ADP is 215. ETR. Why does ETR like Lane Pryor? I don't even know who Lane Pryor is, honestly. Let's go look it up. Apparently, I can't look it up. Like, oh, they have a glitch and it added it to the rankings. Okay. I was gonna say, because like, if he's a rookie, he didn't make my list of 11 to watch. So, oh, he's currently on the Texans. Yeah, okay, yeah, he is, obviously. Yeah, taking him above ADP, though, is pretty hilarious. Like, just objectively hilarious. I mean, I'll take Surratt if he makes it. I'll take the double stack. I know I just said I don't like the double stack and all that, but I think in the last few rounds, yeah, exactly. It's good stuff. Good stuff. So I'm gonna get one of the two running backs I want, and then I'll get one of those two guys. I think I just take the top two on the queue, and then we're gonna end with two more wide receivers. We're not gonna get to the 45 likes for the next draft, so this will be it. I'll review my team. I will review Two Mules team. If you're here, Gritty, I will review your team. We will review JMJR's team and Al Boogie's team. And if Alex and Bryson really want to review, say something. If not, I'm going to review the teams. Then I'm going to head out and get some food and probably watch a movie. I think I'm in the mood to watch a movie or something tonight. Just kind of chill. I only have one rookie on this team, but it's one of my boys. It's Emmett Johnson. Feels good. And Gritty, like, this is a really, really well-structured draft by Gritty. He doesn't have Dak Prescott stacked. Oh, no, he does. He got Ferg, so. Lane Pryor, give me the spreadsheet nerds, a wedgie from the Shadow Realm. That's awesome. And I did add the Discord down low in the descriptions as well for anybody who wanted to join that as well. So, but yeah, I'll be back. Like, I'll be on tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central. Like this, I'll basically start now tomorrow. I'm trying to start. Like, I'm gonna basically on the weekends, like the pop-up Saturday stuff, will be at random times, so I can try to hit new pockets and get new subs. And that's why I want to do a Sunday evening one as well, because I don't really have a time limit there as well. Like, I won't have a time limit at all on Sunday nights, so I'll be able to just chill and vibe. And if everything's working out, I'll be able to just stay around. Check out Meaty Terrio, in my opinion, no better move. No better movie. What is it on? Two Mules. What I only have a couple places I can listen to or watch things right now, so it depends on where it is. I don't pay for movies. I just watch them when they hit Netflix or Amazon Prime, and my Netflix actually ends tomorrow, I think. Maybe tomorrow. Because I only got Netflix for the time I was off work to catch up on a show or two. I caught up on those shows. Now I don't need it till next year. Um, so if it's on Netflix, let me know. You need to sail the high seas. What is that? Is that for that movie, I assume? All right, so we don't really have the rookie upside picks here. I haven't taken Brazel for a while. I think he is a good pick. Um, Jalen Royals, I think it's just a good pick now. Tez Johnson's a pretty good pick. Ted Hurst is fun. No, not for the movies, for all movies. Got it. All right, so we didn't take Royals last time. We're going to take them here. And let's go with Brazel. We'll go with Brazel here. All right, we got a 3-5-9-3 here. We have Jackson Dart, Bo Nix, CJ Stroud. Running backs, James Cook, Omarion Hampton, letting them just carry the workload. Kenneth Gainwell, Emmett Johnson, Brian Robinson. Wide receivers, McMillan, Adams, Adunze, Harrison, Jaden Higgins. Double stack there with Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin. Jalen Royals and Chris Brazel. We also have a Jaden Higgins and CJ Stroud and Dalton Schultz double stack as well. And then Njoku and Laporta as the final two tight ends. It's a solid team. It doesn't stand out in any way. It doesn't have deficiencies. It's just a well-built, solid team. Alex was a terrorist to me the entire draft. Almost got the Caleb Williams super fall. And then he also took the Theo Johnson stack right there as well. Like, could have had some fun things happen. Alex did what he should and taking the falling ADP. Like, I'm not mad. Like, taking the falling ADP is what you should do, and especially in the Theo situation. Like, as tight end 1, he fell like 11 picks. Yeah, like, I said I'm not mad. Like, I don't care. Like, we're all drafting teams, right? Like, the Theo pick was the correct pick because he's tight end 1, all that. The Caleb pick, I do question. Like, I think that Jackson Dart naked is just way better than Caleb Williams naked. Like, that's my opinion, though. Not that Caleb Williams can't run, but I think that Dart naked is a better pick than Caleb naked. But I could be wrong, especially in this format, this specific format, for sure. Two mules. We got a 3-7-8-2. Drake May, Patrick Mahomes, Jacoby Brissett. Running backs, ETN, Javonte Williams, Ramondre Stevenson, Aaron Jones, Zach Charbonnet after the ACL surgery news. Devin Neal, Marshawn Lloyd. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra, Malik Neighbors, Quentin Johnston, Chris Godwin, Romeo Dobbs, Josh Downs, Rashid Shaheed, Malachi Fields, Dallas Goedert, and Cade Otton. This feels like this is a really solid team. Two mules. I like this. You got a third quarterback in case Mahomes is a little slow to start. You have an elite on top of it. You like stacking is almost overdone. Like, you didn't really get any of your get any stacks, but like the Malachi Fields pick is good, and like everything makes sense. I like this. Josh Downs may end up moving up the board if they move off of Michael Pittman as well. He's actually a player I personally need to get a few more shares of. We got Lawsimo here. 2-6-9-3. Stafford, Sam Darnold. Nothing wrong with the double pocket quarterback. Stafford threw for 46 touchdowns or whatever, and Darnold threw, like, he had plenty of good games last year as well. Bucky, RJ Harvey, Travion, Dylan Sampson, Caleb Johnson, and Mike Washington. That's really solid. Puka, I'm curious here because I felt like it may be thin, so we'll see what it is. Puka, Sutton, Addison, Juwan Jennings, Pat Bryant, Kayshon Boutte, Tank Dell, Calvin Ridley, and Cooper Kupp. I think it works. Only thing I'm going to say on this team specifically is I wouldn't have added Sadiq. Because you got Bowers, Tyler Warren, and Sadiq. I think, like me personally, I probably would have made that Sadiq pick a better receiver. And then if you wanted the third tight end, maybe like cut off the Calvin Ridley or whatever. But that's like a minor complaint. If Sadiq ends up having a couple 20-point spike weeks to hit your flex, like it makes it worth it. So all good. And then Al Boogie at the 101, 3683. You got Brock Purdy, Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, running backs, Bijan, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Warren, Tyrone Tracy, James Conner, Brashard Smith. That's a really, really strong running back room. Wide receivers, Pickens, Olave, Pearsall, Pittman, Coker, Adonai, Isle Manor, Jalen Noel, Loveland, Likely, and Freiermuth. I think it's a really, really good draft. Loveland to me should not be going at the back end of the fourth round. Like I just don't I don't understand it. Like the more I've looked at things, I don't understand it. Isaiah Likely is a very big upside swing, and Pat Fry is solid. Like even if they traded him or moved from him, like he's going to go somewhere and have a job. Like, and this running back room is really, really like it's very solid. Like you have your elite who's going to give you 20 points almost every week. And all of these other guys have the ability to spike at 20 points pretty well. So I really like the texture of this running back room. And it's going to give you several 20-point spike weeks at flex, which is needed to win this contest. And then this wide receiver room works, right? Like you have the immense upside on Pickens and Pearsall. Olave, like some people think it's a floor play. I think he's an awesome value. People are very split on Olave right now. Pittman, I don't think is in Indy, but no matter where he goes, he's a PPR scam, and this is full PPR. I like all the picks. I think it's a good team. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. I'll be back on tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We will be drafting. We'll probably draft a big board to start and then see where the wind takes us. We'll finish up with the chat though. Don't know where to find it. World War II Italian Troop. All right, I will put it down. I don't know if I'll get to it. I don't usually like war movies, to be honest with you. Very few of them I've watched. I've actually really loved. I know that's not the manly thing to say, but some of them are good. If I happen to see it someday, I'm in a mood to watch a war movie, I will definitely watch it. But war movies usually aren't my jam. Then visually stunning, subtle, low-key humor. Every time you come across it, you can't pull it away. If I find it, I will give it a shot for sure. Everybody says that. It was okay. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. Inglourious Basterds was pretty good. But it also, I don't think it was near as good as everyone makes it out to be. Like I said, I'm not a war movie kind of guy. So that's just where I'm at. It also had the humor and all that stuff in it. I watched it when it came out back in the day. But yeah, it's good. But I don't know. I watched it once. I never watched it again. But that's how I am with almost every movie. But anyway, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.
We're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who has thunder in the names, claiming all the kills, flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fused, old age torment remains.